Welcome. All right, I just did this whole tutorial and I forgot to start OBS, so we're gonna do this again. All right, guys, welcome. This is hopefully going to be a guide here. You're trying to get into the Assetto Corsa server that we got going on right now. This is going to help you be able to get into that server. It'll have a little bit of other useful information as well, just for the basic game. First of all, you want to start off in our Discord, guys, in the Assetto Corsa chat. Let me bring that down here for you so you can see. This is going to be down here in other games, Assetto Corsa chat. Most likely that's where you're going to find this video as well. Go figure. The latest mod file is going to be a Google Drive document. You're going to need to download that. But before we get to that, let's go over here to the content manager. Let's go there. It's going to bring up this website right here. You're just going to go ahead and scroll all the way down to the bottom. And there is a paid version, but that's only, I only need the paid version for the server. So you can go ahead and just download this free version right here. I already have it downloaded, so once you get it downloaded, you're going to go ahead and launch that. Now, there's one thing that you'll need to do with that, and I'm going to show you. Once this gets opened up, it most likely is going to be asking you for the root folder. The root folder is going to be your Steam library, Steam app, common, Assetto Corsa. Okay, so I will go ahead and do this for you guys just so you can understand how this works. Okay, so it's probably going to give you something like this, asking for this root folder. So if you remember, we just said where it was. It's going to be in our Steam library. And you can notice here, let me just go back really quick. I went to this PC. I have this on my SSD, Steam library right there. We said it was under Steam apps and then common, and then right there's the Assetto Corsa. So I don't need to click anything inside there. I just need to click the Assetto Corsa root folder, hit OK. That's going to do that. Bada bing, bada boom, good to go. You can go through the other settings if you would like to. You can go through and customize this. If you notice right here, it says the Assetto Corsa. These are the game settings for the Assetto Corsa. And basically what this program is like an alternative launcher to launching the game. It simplifies a lot of things. It makes it a lot easier for you. And it also simplifies installing mods, which is pretty much the biggest thing about it. But like I said, you can change all of your settings through here. You can see my shifter showing up right there. Your controllers, everything along those lines you can customize for the game itself. And then we can go back to the content manager and we can change things in here if we need to. But for the most part, what you're going to want to do is right here, you're going to click Drive just to start yourself off. And under Drive, you'll have single challenges, live, online. You're going to be using the online to find the server. If you want to do single player, you can just go to single. You change your car here, change your track here. You can change it to practice, change whatever conditions you would like to change. Now, if we go back to the online, this is where you're going to be able to search and join the server. But before you're able to do that, you're going to have to go over here to this Google Drive. And if you click GD right here, which is Google Drive, go down to download, hit download. It will download this folder for you. You will need to unzip the GD folder, which will give you this folder full of zipped files. Now, these are going to be all the mods, and you can see there's a bunch of cars, and there are also maps or tracks. You can uninstall, or rather, you can extract these right here before you install them. But if we go back over here and you go to settings and you come to plugins, so under content manager, settings, plugins, right here is 7-zip. So if you don't already have 7-zip installed on your computer, what that'll do is that'll help you be able to extract the zipped files. And there's some other things you can install here if you wish to install those things as well. But what we're going to do now is we will come back over to just the main folder here. And we have our other folders over here. So these are the cars and the maps. And so like I was saying, what you can do is you can literally select all of these. Okay, and you can just drag and drop it right on top of this. So click them all, bring it right over just like that, and just drop it. And what'll happen is you'll be like, it didn't do anything. But actually right up here, there's these 3 little bars. Let me move it so you can see. There's these 3 little bars right here. And if you click that, you'll see your download activity going on right here. Now, once it downloads each mod into the content manager, you will need to click the install button. Okay, so I will do a demo of that here for you really quick. Let me just close that out. Open this up. I'm just going to grab some car I don't even know about. And I dropped it in there, and you can see it's like, oh, well, it didn't do anything. Up here, there is recognition. It turned green, and there was a little arrow. So you can see it said it found 2 items. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. I can hit install, and most likely, it's going to install what it needed to. But there is the off chance that that didn't work correctly. Okay? And you're not really going to know until you try to log in and you have an issue. Now, if I go ahead and I extract this Corvette, excuse me, extract this Corvette right here, you can see I got this folder. It says content. And now inside content, I have cars and Corvette. And bam, here is the car. So if I wanted to, I would just click this Corvette C6R and drop that in there to install it that way. This fonts, I'm not sure what that's all about. I don't believe you need that. I've never seen that before. So sometimes you'll go in there and there will be, 2 Corvettes. So you might need to drop both of those individually. If you go into some of these maps, that's been an issue for some of the guys when they're installing. Let me show you what I mean by that really quick. There it is, canyons. I'm going to go ahead and just extract here. LA Canyons. This is going to get a little messy. Nope, right here. Okay, so you can see there's this layout guide, install guide. If I go inside mods, right here you can see there's 3 versions. If I go to main and then go in here, LA Canyons. Bam. There's all the different versions of LA Canyons. So if you're running into an issue and it's saying you don't have the map, you might have to take this over and install that. Okay. Instead of just installing this whole file that's called mods. So if this is confusing, by all means, ask for help in Discord. Rewatch this over again to try to understand that. Once you have all your mods successfully installed, and then you come over to the online, you click the hourglass, type in WR09, make sure that none of these are selected. That's what it looks like if it's selected. Make sure none of those are selected. You should see the game pop up right here, or the server rather, WR09 community. On the right side over here, you're going to see the vehicles that are available for the track. Some tracks are limited to a certain amount of vehicles. This track in particular is limited to 12 vehicle slots, so we can fit 12 people. And we can fit 12 vehicles. Now, they don't all have to be different vehicles. We could have 12 of the S4s, for instance. We could have 12 of the M3s. We could have 6 of the M4s and 6 of the S3s. However we want to do that, it just depends on how we're going to configure it for whatever we're doing out there at the time. If one of these isn't showing up correctly and you have like a little notice here saying that it didn't find it or it's not available, make sure that you did install it correctly. It may be an issue with the folder like we were just explaining earlier about 2 things being inside of there. If all of that fails and you feel like you did it correctly, just make sure you hit your refresh button down here for the server. And then there's also a refresh button right here for the server list. So sometimes you might need to click one of those, or you may just need to click off onto a different tab, go back over here, and it'll refresh. If you have any other issues with that, just ask us, and we'll try to get you squared away. Now, let's say I want to jump into the server right now. I'm ready to go. I finally went through all this hassle. I hope it's worth it. I'm going to click a vehicle that I want to go into. If it says 0 of 1 or it's grayed out, that's probably because that vehicle is being used by somebody else and there's none available. So you'll have to go with one of the vehicles that are available. Right here, you have to type in your password, WR09. And then down here, you're going to go ahead and click join. And it's like, yes, I finally get to go out and drive and race. You can see on the right side, we have some stats over here, some information. It's useful. 6 speed, 920 brake horsepower. This baby's got some power. All the cars are different, and some of them match up with other cars. Some of them are a lot faster than other cars. Again, it's not about racing. It's just about coming out here and having fun. From this screen, this is where you're going to start out. You can explore through here if you wish. If you just want to get right to the driving, you're just going to go ahead and click that steering wheel right there. It's going to drop us into our vehicle. You can see here's our pit guy. F1 is going to cycle you through your cameras. I'm going to go with the interior view. F5 is going to give you an exterior camera. You can left click and drag to move your camera around, or hold down right click and it'll slowly pan around the car. F6 also has some different views depending on the vehicle. They might be good or bad. And then F2 is this track view, and some tracks. It's a little weird. So anyways, I hope you're good to go from there, guys. I'm not in gear, apparently. Well, something's wrong with my shifter. I might have to replug it back in or something. I hope that was helpful to you guys and girls out there, though. Good luck, guys. Have fun. And again, if you need help in Discord, just ask.